Good day, guys. Welcome back to Crypto Expo. Let's talk about Hamster Kombat. Recently, a lot of things have not been going well with Hamster Kombat since their listing last month. And this interlude season that is currently on now, a lot of people have faded this project. Hamster Kombat was a very promising airdrop with the largest community on Telegram. But unfortunately, a lot of things went wrong, a lot of things went south, and their airdrop was very poor, which resulted in a lot of things, people calling out the project, people calling people to not to mind the second season. Yes. If you are keen with the news recently, you see what happened with one of the CEO as he was arrested in Portugal. Yes, he was arrested in Portugal with charges pending around manipulation of prices. If you can see Coin Market here, Coin Market, Hamster Kombat denies his relationship with Godbit. BJ says Hamster Kombat denies his relationship with Godbit, the same headline. Binance said amid Hamster Kombat CEO arrest, rumors team denies, so on and so forth. So if you go to the news and check, you see that one of their CEO was arrested in Portugal for, as I said, with regards to charges around manipulation of prices or something, and that caused a lot of massive drop in the price of Hamster token. Yes, currently now as I'm making the video, the price has gone up with at least 4%+, but within the last 2 days when this news came up, the price dropped so massively up to 21%-21%. And but then there is something I want to draw attention to. Yes, whatever I'm about to say now is not urging you to mine. If you have made up your mind that you don't want to mine, it's your own issue. Yes, you have the right to make your own decision. But then, let's be very frank. There's a lot of things that went wrong with Hamster Kombat. You know, with the advent of Notcoin that pulled a lot of people into projects, many of these projects on Telegram never imagined the number of people they got. The reason why most of the projects kept postponing their listing was because of the massive number of people that came into the project after the airdrop of Notcoin. They couldn't imagine the number. They didn't prepare for such number of people. A good example is TapSwap. TapSwap didn't expect the kind of people they have, and their whole roadmap changed. Even up till now, TapSwap have not made any clear roadmap on when they are listing. And that will show you that there is a staggering number that came into the project which changed the whole color of their whole plans, and they have to make new ones. So now, the same thing happened with Hamster. Hamster were doing very okay, but with the massive number of people they have, and a lot of people calling out on them to list, they have to hasten things up. Unlike TapSwap, they have to do a lot of haste up in order to meet up with the demand of the community. Now, a few weeks before the listing of Hamster, we are very much aware that there is a circulating news. There was a problem between the CEOs of Hamster and the partners. In fact, there was news that some of the partners pulled out of the project. And if you know very well, it is the partners that come into a project that brings liquidity. Yes. So with the pulling out of the partners, they have to pull out with their funds, which means that's a lesser liquidity, but the community still remain large. Yes, community still remain large. A lesser liquidity became the issue with the pulling out of the partners, and that's why Hamster Kombat gave a very poor outing in terms of their airdrop. When a project doesn't have a good liquidity, that is bound to be a very abysmal airdrop for the community. Yes, With the staggering number that Hamster have, even with the banning of accounts, they went on rampant to ban a lot of accounts. Still, the number was still very high. According to them, they dropped to 131 million people out of around over 300 million miners that mined. With the banning of the bot account, with the banning of people that did suspicious activity, they ended up having 131 million, which is still on a very high side. So I'm just calling you so that you see the reason why Hamster Kombat did very poor in terms of their airdrop. But then something is going on now. A lot of people are not mining this interlude season. As a matter of fact, this interlude season is ending very soon. Yes, this interlude season is just for within few weeks. It's just for the end time as the teams or the developers are preparing for the season 2. And according to them, whatever you mine, the diamonds you mine from this interlude season is what is going to aid you or help you in terms of mining of the season 2. So it's not a financial advice. You can decide to do it or not. But recently, Hamster Kombat came out and they have to, because of the pressure that is on them, with the declining of their popularity and everything, they have to come out and make some transparency clarification in terms of their airdrop, their season 1 airdrop. Let's check their community channel or the announcement channel. So this was on October 14th. This was yesterday, and this is what they have to say concerning their airdrop and giving clarity and transparency on it. They say, dear CEOs, you are already seeing our comprehensive tokenomics breakdown. To ensure complete transparency, we want to share the wallet addresses that hold the vested token. Of course, you know that Hamster Kombat didn't give everything. Some part of your token were vested, which are going to be airdropped to you back 10 months after the listing, according to them. So they want to give you a transparency so that you see how everything is. And the pressure why they are coming out to give this clarity is because of the recent happening. There's a lot of decline in terms of Hamster Kombat token, both with the arrest of the CEO and the people that stop mining outrightly. That's why they are giving out this clarification. So they said, to ensure complete transparency, we want to share the wallet address that hold the vested tokens. You can go ahead and check all these things. They say 6.75% of season 1 rewards are vested, and we unlock 10%, and we unlock 10 months after listing. That's the wallet address. And the number 2 says 15% is reserved for the upcoming season 2. Number 3 says 6% is reserved for partnership and grants with 48 months linear vesting schedule. We haven't yet distributed any partnership token, and we will only reward top industry players who can help boost and enhance the hamster ecosystem. So if you go on and you can see what they said here, all these things is for them to show you that they are very much open. There is no hidden agenda. There was no anything that was done out of order. And as I said, the Hamster Kombat poor airdrop is as a result of the high number of miners that was in the season 1 and the pulling out of some of the partners towards the listing period. Now, we don't know exactly what happened, why they pulled out, but we were aware that there are circulating news which Hamster didn't even address, meaning that they kept silent because there are truth in it that some partners had issue with the CEOs and have to pull out. So why am I making this video? The reason why I'm making it is for you to make a decision for yourself. Now that you know that Hamster Kombat knows quite well that their airdrop in season 1 is very poor, and a lot of people are not mining because of that. The number 1 is that the number of miners has dropped, and they are going to make everything possible to make sure that the interlude season or whatever the season 2 that will come up after that is going to make sure that the community is happy. So you might be making a mistake if you are not mining this interlude season, or maybe subsequently the season 2 of this token, this hamster token. So I don't know what you think. I want to hear from you. What do you think about it? Are you still mining this? Have you faded it? Go to the comment section. Tell me what you think. And if you have not subscribed to this channel, click on the subscription button and also do well to like this video. Thank you very much for sticking to the end. See you on the next one.